I'm reborn as a baby. Every sip of milk makes me stronger. At 3 months old, I've already kicked my legs 10,000 times. At 4 months, I learned to crawl. At 5 months, I can already walk. Because I have a cheat system called use it or lose it. As long as I keep training a body part, that part can grow infinitely stronger. By 6 months, I can watch TV with my parents. The world I live in has 2 different types of extraordinary powers, cyborgs and gene fusers. Cyborgs achieve mechanical ascension. They enhance their bodies through mechanical modifications. Gene fusers fuse with alien beast genes. They gain some of the beast's abilities. Humanity's enemies are obvious, the various alien beasts that appeared after Earth's mutation. Soon after, new neighbors move in next door. They have a daughter named Shen Qing'an. This girl becomes my first friend in this world, but right now, I don't yet know that our fates will be tightly bound together in the future. At 7 months, I learned to run. I also learned to jump, and I can start speaking. At 8 months, I start doing sit-ups to train my abs, though I only dare to practice when my parents aren't around. But you can't walk by the river without getting your shoes wet. Mom still catches me by accident. Mom rubs her eyes. What's going on? Why am I seeing my son doing sit-ups? But when she looks at me again, I'm already lying down. Mom figures she's been too immersed in her novel writing lately and is having hallucinations from mental exhaustion. A few days later, while bathing me, Mom panics and calls for Dad. Honey, Zikin is only 8 months old. How does he have abs? Dad's brain starts working. Zikin already has an amazing appetite, and now he has abs. I get it, honey. Is it possible our son is a 1 in 10,000 prodigy? Looks like Zikin has a bright future ahead. He'll likely become a gene fuser, or at worst, a cyborg. I immediately breathe a sigh of relief. My cheat system almost got exposed, but luckily Dad made up his own explanation that I'm a genius. Having novelist parents is actually quite lucky. But speaking of geniuses, I'm not the only one on this mutated Earth. The TV reports that a naturally gifted prodigy has appeared in Kyoto's 1,000-year martial arts family. At 2 years old, he can lift a 20-kilogram dumbbell with one hand. Mom watches and pats my head. My Zikin is amazing too. You definitely won't lose to those so-called genius families in the future. I think to myself, Mom really knows how to judge people, but I wonder if I'll be able to easily lift 20 kilograms when I'm 2 years old. Finally, I lay low until I'm 2 years old. Thanks to my use it or lose it ability, I can now easily handle 20 kilograms with one hand. Just then, Mom calls out, Zikin, where are you? Qing'an is here to play with you. Come out quickly. I pat my shoulders and walk out. Then I see a little girl. She's holding an egg tart, wanting to give it to me. I tell her to eat it herself. Although there's quite a mental gap between us, I still let her cling to me because she makes a perfect weight attachment for training. But this weight attachment has one small problem. She occasionally leaks. At times like this, I can only call for backup. Mom, I think Qing'an wet herself again. At 3 years old, I can already lift 40 kilograms with one hand. Meanwhile, that Kyoto prodigy, who's a year and a half older than me, can only lift 30 kilograms. But looking at my status panel, I fall into deep thought. My biological grade is still at Common Tier 1. I wonder what Common Tier 2 is like. Does it surpass human limits? With these questions, I step outside my home for the first time and see gene fusers and cyborgs with my own eyes. The first place I visit is the library. Since my parents don't let me use electronic devices too much, the library is the best place to find answers to my questions. Through reading, I gain new understanding of this mutated Earth's world structure. Ancient stone tablets and mysterious ruins recorded that all creatures in this world are divided into 6 biological grades: ordinary, advanced, rare, epic, legendary, myth. Each grade is further divided into 9 tiers. Ordinary humans are at common grade tier 1. Before higher grade creatures, they're worth less than ants. It looks like I need to speed up my plan of laying low while getting stronger. Only then will I have a chance to survive in this dangerous world. You are reading books. Spirit +1, comprehension +1, knowledge +1. Achievement: read a cumulative 100 million words to unlock the biological attribute Heavenly Wisdom Root. Current progress 10,086 out of 100 million words. The system really understands me. Right after I start reading, it assigns me a new task. Next, I begin training both mind and body. I read books while doing sit-ups. By 4 years old, I've read 43,960,000 words. After that, my kindergarten life begins this year. Shortly after starting kindergarten, I successfully level up to Common Tier 2. At this point, I can lift 80 kilograms with one hand, jump 1.2 meters from standing position, and sprint 100 meters in under 11 seconds. Qing'an often gets mocked by other classmates as the bedwetting queen because she wets her pants. Seeing this, how can I not step in? I jump onto the platform and roar. Everyone shut up. From now on, whoever dares call her bedwetting queen will wet their bed every single day. All the other kids burst into tears. Only Qing'an looks at me with admiration. Ding, your dominating presence has made all classmates fearful. Title unlocked, Kindergarten King. Achievement: dominate the 9-year compulsory education. Titles: Kindergarten King unlocked, Elementary School Boss locked, Middle School Bully locked. I didn't expect this roar to trigger a new task. The previous task isn't even finished yet, and a new one arrives. It seems I can work on multiple tasks simultaneously. That's good news. Half a year later, I successfully complete the reading task and obtain the biological attribute Heavenly Wisdom Root. From this moment on, I have photographic memory and my learning ability reaches the peak of human potential. Time flies. In the blink of an eye, we're almost 7 years old and successfully reach our kindergarten graduation ceremony. During the break before elementary school, I continue training and constantly improving myself. I reach the point where I can lift 200 kilograms with one hand. My high jump also breaks through 2 meters, and my 100-meter sprint reaches 8 seconds. With a boost from Heavenly Wisdom Root, I basically finish all elementary school courses in my spare time. Soon after, I finally begin my elementary school life, since I've already started self-studying middle school and high school courses. Elementary school competitions are naturally easy for me, but awards are just clouds. I just want to quickly unlock the elementary school boss title. At school, whenever I have free time, I give Qing'an extra tutoring. Although Qing'an isn't particularly gifted, she wins through being obedient and diligent. After 1 semester, her grades already rank 2nd in the class, and naturally first place is me. To unlock the title as quickly as possible, besides studying, I also actively participate in various school sports events, and I break all the school records. Just when I think I'll repeat these daily routines and pass through elementary school peacefully, a special transfer student appears in class. The reason she's special is because I sense a trace of non-human aura from her. She's assigned to the seat behind me. As we pass by, Qinghan whispers to me, "Zikin, her hair is so beautiful. It looks just like snowflakes in winter." Right now, I have no mind to respond to Qinghan. What I care more about is why Bai Shui has a non-human aura. Could she be a gene fuser, or perhaps a descendant of a gene fuser? Over the next few days, Bai Shui lies motionless on her desk after every class. At first, everyone is curious about her, but then they stop paying attention to her. Until over a month later, Bai Shui's body starts secreting some white liquid. Nobody knows exactly what the liquid is, but it smells bad, so she faces rejection from all the classmates. One boy even goes too far and pours water on her head, saying she's too smelly and he's helping her wash. I expect this normally cold and silent girl to get angry. Instead, she bursts into tears. The classmates bullying her laugh hysterically. Qinghan can't bear to watch and hopes I'll help her. Although I still haven't figured out this girl's identity, I still step in. I place my hand on that boy's shoulder. "Guanchun, wipe the water off Bai Shui's desk." Guanchun jumps in fright. "No problem. I'll wipe it clean right away." Then he quickly wipes the desk because he knows I'm the famous little tyrant at school. Even 6th graders don't dare provoke me. Next, I address the others. Everyone who has bullied Bai Shui during this time, come apologize to her immediately. Those few classmates who bullied Bai Shui shudder in fear. Then they stand in a row and collectively apologize to Bai Shui. "We were wrong. Bai Shui, we're sorry. Please forgive us." Bai Shui stops crying and expresses sincere gratitude to Qinghan and me. From this day on, Qinghan actively approaches this white-haired girl. She pulls me along, wanting to become friends with her, and shares any snacks with her first. Bai Shui finally asks the doubt in her heart. "I smell so bad. Don't you find me disgusting?" She explains on her own. "I'm sorry. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that I've been rejected and despised by people around me since childhood. So having someone by my side for the first time feels too unreal, as if I'm dreaming." "No, it's not a dream," Qinghan replies firmly. "I once had similar experiences to yours, so I absolutely won't find you disgusting. And as long as you're willing, we'll be friends forever." The bedwetting queen has similar experiences, so she understands Bai Shui very well. Bai Shui suddenly hugs Qinghan. Her tears flow unstoppably like a spring. Thank you both." Then she removes the necklace from her neck. "Qinghan, Zichen, you've been giving me snacks and being my friends, so I want to give you something too. This pair of beast fangs was a birthday gift from my mom last year. Now I'm giving them to you. I hope you won't mind. Also, I hope we'll be friends forever." Qinghan receives the beast fangs with both hands. Then she says happily, "We'll be friends forever and ever." Just when Qinghan thinks this friendship will last forever, something unexpected happens. A cyborg handles her transfer procedures for her, and I overhear the principal saying her records are completely classified. From this, it's clear that Bai Shui's identity is indeed not simple. From this day on, we never see Bai Shui again. Perhaps she was just a passing figure in our childhood. Compared to Bai Shui's departure, what happens next concerns me more. That Kyoto prodigy successfully fuses with alien beast genes at 10 years old. Now he can lift a 1,000-pound boulder with one hand. This surprises me. Starting gene fusion so young, this Kyoto prodigy could only lift 100 kilograms with one hand before. After gene fusion, he directly lifts 500 kilograms. That's 5 times stronger. However, I'm only 8 years old, and without gene fusion, I can already lift 300 kilograms with one hand. Looking at it this way, my potential is greater. Originally, after calculating this way, I feel quite confident about the future, until I see the next news report and learn what it feels like to be dominated by fear. A neighboring country experiences a severe alien beast attack. According to footage captured by witnesses, this attack involves giant mutant rats. A female office worker is swallowed by the beast right on camera. Investigation reveals that cultists are behind this mutant rat attack, fueling it. The Sakura Nation spokesperson makes an aid request to other countries on camera, hoping to jointly eliminate the cultists. These so-called cults are anti-human organizations created by certain people. They became lackeys of alien beasts for profit and carry out attacks in human society. Fortunately, I'm born in a strong nation with a relatively stable environment, allowing me to continue laying low while growing up. But just then, I hear sonic booms outside the window. I rush to the window to look and see many official cyborgs flying. The next morning, I wait for Qinghan to go to school together. Just then, I notice the beast fang Bai Shui gave her is actually glowing. Only now do I realize this fang is from an alien beast. No wonder Bai Shui has a trace of non-human aura. The source of that aura must be this tooth. After that, we go to school. But last night's cyborg deployment, combined with the beast fang's strange reaction, makes me feel something bad will happen. Just as we pass a red-haired woman, she suddenly stops us. "Hello, little friends. Would you like to have some fun with me?" She asks if we're siblings. The unsuspecting Qinghan directly tells the truth. Then the woman asks with ill intent, "You're so young and going to school by yourselves. Where are your parents?" I pulled Qinghan away, saying we're going to be late and shouldn't waste time. When we reach school, I warn Qinghan not to casually answer questions from strangers who approach us in the future. Qinghan says she understands. After school, I take Qinghan home via a different route. But just as we pass an alley, we still encounter the woman from this morning. I already took a detour, but she still followed us. The woman smiles. "Little friends, I have snacks at home. Want to come play at my place?" Now there's also a man behind her. Then without a word, the man rushes forward trying to abduct us. I've already taken an attack stance. I throw a punch. It lands directly on the man's chest. The man flies out like a cannonball. The woman is shocked. How is this possible? How can an elementary school student send an adult flying? Before she can figure it out, I'm already in front of her. Then I punch her in the face. Next, I pick up a brick and walk toward them. There are no cameras around here. To eliminate future trouble, I have to finish them off. Although I don't want to do this, if they tell anyone about today, my abilities will be exposed, and my plan of laying low while getting stronger will. But just then, the ground starts trembling, and there's a beast's roar. Then we see an alien beast appear before us. It's a giant mutant rat. Next, the giant mutant rat opens its huge mouth. It bites off half the woman's body in one go. Then it grabs the man and devours him like a snack. Without a word, I rush toward Qinghan. I scoop her up, then run for our lives. Fortunately, soon after we start running, a cyborg flies in from the sky. She flies straight toward the giant mutant rat. She stops above the rat's head. Then she raises her right hand and starts charging her weapon. After charging is complete, she aims the cannon at the giant mutant rat. Tranquilizer rounds fire. The giant mutant rat suffers intense bombardment. Moments later, the rat feels dizzy. At this moment, the female cyborg slashes across the giant mutant rat's neck, completely ending the rat's life. After getting home, I analyze today's battle. This female cyborg's grade probably isn't very high. She first weakens the rat with tranquilizer rounds, then engages in close combat for 7 minutes before ending the fight. But giant mutant rats are indeed difficult to handle. Adults grow over 3 meters long with a biological grade of common tier 5. Fortunately, the cyborg arrived yesterday, allowing us to escape disaster. However, personal strength is still most important. After that, I begin even more rigorous training. Weighted squats, vitality +2, leg strength +2, squat proficiency +1. Soon after, Qinghan and I both turn 9 years old. After making wishes, we exchange birthday gifts. I give Qinghan a wooden hairpin that I self-taught and carved in one night with the help of Heavenly Wisdom Root. Time flies. In the blink of an eye, we graduate from elementary school. At this point, I've unlocked the elementary school boss title. I'm just one step away from unlocking the middle school bully title, which will give me the biological attribute survival of the fittest. During the break before middle school, to prepare for unlocking the title faster and to improve my strength more quickly, I persist with high-intensity training every day. You completed 1,000 weighted push-ups, vitality +2,000, arm muscle strength +2,000, chest muscle strength +2,000, push-up proficiency +1,000. Finally, close to the start of school, my biological grade successfully breaks through to common tier 3. All my physical attributes receive significant boosts. I've also been keeping an eye on that Kyoto prodigy. Now at 14, he can lift 2,000 kilograms of alloy with one hand. The giant strength Anjin can boost one's strength by at least 4 to 8 times. Even calculating at 4 times, his real strength is only 400 kilograms with one hand. Comparing this way, I'm still stronger than him. Thinking of this, I start to look forward to it. If I undergo gene fusion in the future, how much will I improve? Soon after, my middle school life officially begins. Because I was the top student in the city during elementary school, principals from top schools all recruit me. In the end, I accept Shanghai Middle School's invitation, with the condition that Qinghan can attend the same school and be in the same class. During new student registration, both the principal and homeroom teacher come to greet me, telling me to win more honors for the school in the future. After brief pleasantries, I find an excuse to leave first. The reason for slipping away is because Shanghai Middle School has excellent sports facilities. So before school starts, Qinghan and I agree to play badminton. But unexpectedly, shortly after we start playing, unwelcome guests appear. A senior student speaks up. "You're new here, right? This court is reserved for upperclassmen." 2 other senior students start harassing Qinghan in a disgusting manner. My expression darkens. "Hey, you guys, stay away from her." Also, I shouldn't need to explain the first come, first served rule, right? The senior student acts imperious. "Who says there's such a rule? Even if the King of Heaven got here first, I'm taking this court today." I say nothing more and toss up the badminton shuttlecock in my hand. I smash it toward him. The shuttlecock moves so fast it creates a sonic boom. It directly pierces through the senior student's racket and hat. All 3 instantly freeze in terror. Too fast. Is this even human? Could he be a gene fuser? Impossible at such a young age. If that had been off target, wouldn't the boss's head have exploded? Immediately they line up and bow. "Boss, I was wrong." Then they flee in a flash. Perhaps word of this incident spreads through the school. No one bullies me after that. During class, since I've already finished all middle school curriculum, I basically read extracurricular books that interest me. After evening physical training, I also learn various new skills online. With Heavenly Wisdom Roots enhancement, I gradually explore photography, culinary arts, technology, swimming, wilderness survival, and various sports skills. To unlock the middle school bully title as quickly as possible, I not only rank first in the entire school across all subjects, I also help the school participate in various national middle school competitions, winning gold, silver, and bronze medals in mathematics, physics, chemistry, and computer programming. The reason I don't win first place in everything is to avoid drawing too much attention. In the blink of an eye, a semester passes. Unexpectedly, the title still hasn't unlocked, but my outstanding performance has attracted a bunch of admirers. However, I don't focus on that. Besides tutoring Qinghan, I focus all my attention on the upcoming school sports meet. I figured dominating the sports meet should unlock the middle school bully title. For this sports meet, I only participate in 3 events: shot put, high jump, and sprint. These 3 major events represent strength, jumping ability, and speed respectively. Dominating these 3 categories represents comprehensive dominance in athletics. Although I hold back during competitions to avoid being too outrageous, winning first place is still quite easy, just as I obtain all the medals. I suddenly feel a force bursting forth within my body. Your academic and athletic achievements have completely overshadowed the entire school, making all students pale in comparison. Title unlocked, middle school bully, kindergarten king title, elementary school boss title, and middle school bully title all unlocked. Achievement dominate 9 years of compulsory education complete. Biological attribute survival of the fittest obtained. Survival of the fittest effect description. Your life essence transcends all things. You can devour the life essence of other creatures to promote your own evolution. While leaving school, I ponder what life essence actually means. Suddenly, I have a realization. I look at Qinghan. "Qinghan, can I borrow your beast fang to look at?" Qinghan removes the beast fang and places it in my hand. The next second, "You have devoured a trace of abyssal giant butterfly life essence. Abyssal giant butterfly codex 1%. When the codex progress bar reaches 100%, you can evolve partial attributes or skills of the corresponding alien beast." After getting home, I immediately search for information on the abyssal giant butterfly, but the result is nothing. It seems I can only rely on myself to understand this alien beast. Then I pull out the other fang from my backpack. I devour it again. Abyssal giant butterfly codex increased to 2%. Only 2%. It seems the remaining life essence in the beast bones isn't much. I need to find another way to fully unlock it. After that, to increase training intensity, I start biking biking with Qinghan to and from school every day. Just then, Coach Guo from the school martial arts team stops me. He saw my outstanding performance at the sports meet, so he wants to invite me to join the school martial arts team. In the end, he leaves without giving me a chance to refuse. After getting home, I kill a mosquito. I reach a conclusion: whether mosquitoes or cockroaches, creatures that are too weak cannot trigger survival of the fittest. Only powerful alien beasts have sufficient life essence to be devoured. To verify my hypothesis, I decide to visit the alien beast meat section at the supermarket. Seeing the beast meat cutting stall, I rush over eagerly, then nervously reach my hand toward the beast meat. The moment I touch the meat, a vigorous life essence is devoured into my body. I clench my fist excitedly. I guessed right. Qinghan looks at me like I'm crazy. Zikin, how does the beast meat feel? Is it different from regular meat? I don't tell her the truth, instead saying, not much different, just feels fresher. Do you want to touch it too? Qinghan quickly waves her hands. No need, no need. As long as you touched it, then I say, since we're already here, let's buy some beast meat to try. These packaged ones give me an excuse to touch them by buying. Since alien beast meat is very expensive, I choose the cheapest option, Ghost Shadow Squid. Qinghan worries. Zikin, this is too expensive. Why don't we ask your parents first, before deciding whether to buy it? I pat her head and say, I already told my mom. She even told me to buy more so your family can come over and try it too. Actually, I have another reason for buying the meat. I'm worried that absorbing life essence might cause the meat to spoil directly, so I want to verify this. Scanning to pay, a total of 3 pounds cost me 2,994 yuan. Leaving with the beast meat, my heart aches. Too expensive. Who knows when I'll be able to buy it again. After buying the beast meat, it's already past 9, so we head straight home. On the road, I still can't resist wanting to try first. When my hand touches the Ghost Shadow Squid meat, you absorbed a trace of Ghost Shadow Squid's life essence. Ghost Shadow Squid Codex 0.1%. Through my calculations, devouring the life essence of 50 grams of Ghost Shadow Squid meat only unlocks 0.1% of the codex. This means I need to devour 100 pounds to reach 100%. At 998 yuan per pound, that's at least 100,000 yuan. The Ghost Shadow Squid's ability is to dissolve into water and disappear. If I can obtain this ability, 100,000 yuan really isn't a loss. Moreover, this is already the cheapest beast meat I can buy, so next I should think about how to make money. Then I look at the beast meat. It's been a while now, and the meat still hasn't spoiled. It seems absorbing life essence doesn't damage the meat quality, so I boldly absorb the Ghost Shadow Squid's life essence. In just moments, the Ghost Shadow Squid progress rises to 3%, but due to my distraction, I almost bump into a pedestrian. Just as I apologize to the pedestrian, Qinghan suddenly points in the distance. Zikin, look over there quickly. It's Miss Strawberry. She's been taken hostage by criminals. A group of police officers negotiate ahead. You're surrounded. Please calm down and put down your weapon. The captain looks at the officer beside him. Officer Bing, don't shoot carelessly. The distance is too close. You might hit the hostage. Just then, I pick up a stone from the ground. Then a stone flies past Officer Bing's ear. It strikes directly at the criminal's knife-holding hand. The officers seize the opportunity and rush forward. Then they subdue the criminal. I make a shushing gesture to Qinghan, preparing to quietly leave with her. But the captain calls out at this moment. Stop! Student, did you throw that stone just now? I quickly wave my hands. No, it wasn't me. Then I pull Qinghan and quickly slip away. The captain says, puzzled, that's strange. Why wouldn't someone admit to doing a good deed? There's a reward for acts of courage. Hearing the word reward, I immediately stop, then run back even faster. I scratch my head. I remember now. I threw that stone. The captain is speechless. You kid, come back with me to make a statement. I'll help you apply for the reward. Just as Qinghan and I are about to follow them to the police station to make a statement, an accident happens. The criminal's body suddenly mutates, then transforms into a giant mutant rat. This is bad. He's a cultist. He's showing mutation symptoms. He's turning into a giant mutant rat. After mutating, the rat pounces on a female officer. The captain urgently calls for backup. Calling headquarters. A giant mutant rat has appeared at Zhangbei West Road Park. Preliminary assessment indicates it's a cultist fused with Rat King genes. We cannot handle this. Requesting reinforcements. The security officers have already drawn their guns and are shooting at the rat. On my side, I grab Miss Strawberry and Qinghan and run. Just after I run a short distance, a cyborg flies overhead. I immediately stop. I see the female cyborg kick the rat in the face, instantly sending it back several meters. Then the female cyborg opens her chest armor. Laser cannon charging. Then 2 purple laser beams shoot out. The moment the lasers hit, the rat's flesh begins dissolving. Finally, it turns to ash. I'm stunned. Is this the true power of a cyborg? So strong. After that, I push the bike, preparing to leave, but I unexpectedly discover the beast meat from which I absorbed life essence has actually spoiled. It seems after life essence is absorbed, the meat still spoils, just with a delay. I need to find an excuse to explain why the meat spoiled. I'll have to blame it on the cultist. I throw the beast meat on the ground. Damn it! It's all this cultist's fault. The cyborg's attack was so intense it cooked the meat and spoiled it. Naive Qinghan quickly comforts me. It's okay, Zikin. We're safe and sound. That's what matters. Originally, we want to go home first, but at the captain's request, we still get in a police car to go back to the station for a statement. Unexpectedly, the cultist's corpse is also in the car. Although only a pile of charred remains is left, the smell is still pungent. Then I suddenly have a flash of inspiration. Right, the beast fang still had residual life essence. Would the corpse also have some? So, can I devour the Rat King genes from the corpse? Thinking this, I start reaching my hand toward the corpse. The moment I touch the ashes, you have devoured a trace of giant mutant rat life essence. Giant mutant rat codex 5%. I'm shocked. So much. It seems freshness is directly proportional to absorbable life essence. Soon after, I arrive at the security team's office. The captain tells me, I've already applied for your reward for your act of courage, but please tell me honestly, at such a distance, in such dim light, how did you, a middle school student, hit hit the cultist's hand with a stone. I explain. It's probably because I often train my right hand. After hearing this, the captain falls into deep silence. Just then, the door is pushed open and Chinghan rushes in with my parents. Mom hugs me tightly. Zikin, are you okay? You scared me to death. I quickly comfort her. Mom, don't be agitated. I'm fine, aren't I? I even got a reward for my act of courage. But Mom grabs my hand. Zikin, promise me that next time you encounter danger, hide in a safe place first. Because all I want is to see you grow up safe and sound. I hold my mother's hand as we leave. Mom, don't worry. I promise you I'll protect myself first. Walking out of the security station, I hear officers discussing. The Rat God cult is getting more brazen. They've even infiltrated universities now, mainly deceiving liberal arts students who can't legitimately obtain gene fusion qualifications. The one killed tonight was a liberal arts student from Guangyan University, deceived by the Rat God cult. Damn it. We must wipe out these human traitors in the Rat God cult. That's treating the symptoms, not the cause. We need to take down the self-proclaimed god, the Rat King. While walking, I search for information on the Rat God cult on my phone. The Rat God cult headquarters is in Shanghai City. Members are mostly societal failures, and their activities have become increasingly frequent this year. Suddenly, I have a hypothesis. The Rat King wants to evolve into an advanced grade creature, so it has believers collect large amounts of evolution resources for it. Has this Rat King already evolved intelligence? Then while passing a street, I see a giant rat bigger than a cat. Could this also be related to the Rat King? I shake my head. Never mind. This is the South. Rats as big as cats are normal. Then I notice Chinghan beside me is unusually quiet. Could it be that situation again? Whenever Chinghan is nervous or faces sudden situations, she can't hold it in like when she was little. But I always feel this condition of hers might be related to some unknown potential. Meanwhile, the security captain is still pondering how a middle school student could throw a stone with such power. Just then, he hears rats squeaking. He looks toward the sound and sees an enormous giant rat. The next second, the rat lunges directly at him. The captain hurriedly shoots. Moments later, the sound stops abruptly. The next day, I attend class normally. I'm thinking that compared to last night's Ratman and the female cyborg, I'm still too weak. It seems I must make money early to fill up the Ghost Shadow Squid unlock progress bar. But relying solely on scholarships from school competitions is too slow. So I think of becoming an internet celebrity top student or live streaming to sell tutorials. But I reject this idea. No, while the money comes fast, it's too high profile. Wait, my thinking is wrong. In this world, gene fusers and cyborgs are everywhere. Clearly, martial arts are valued more than academics. Prize money from martial arts competitions far exceeds that from academic competitions. I clench my fist. Right, this path works. It's time to act. Inside the gymnasium, Coach Guo is drinking water. I step forward and greet him. Hello, Coach Guo. Coach Guo looks excited. Zichen, do you want to join or do you want to learn about the martial arts team first? I ask quietly. I'd like to learn about it. After joining the martial arts team, is there a chance to participate in the city's martial arts competitions? Is the prize money high? Coach Guo answers proudly. Of course there's a chance, and the prize money isn't low. One award is roughly tens of thousands. Hearing this, I grab Coach Guo's hand. Coach, please let me join the martial arts team. Then the coach waves to summon all team members. Next, the team members briefly introduce themselves. I also greet them. Since I've never practiced martial arts, Coach Guo first demonstrates boxing and leg techniques for me. After finishing a set, Coach Guo wipes his sweat and looks at me. Don't think the movements look simple. They're actually quite difficult. Even Xiao Lizi, the fastest learner on the team, took a week. Then I begin practicing. With the enhancement of Heavenly Wisdom Root, Coach Guo's movements from earlier are already imprinted in my mind. I easily replicate his boxing technique. You are practicing boxing. Vitality +1, hand muscle strength +1, hand dexterity +1, boxing proficiency +1. Next is leg technique practice. You are practicing leg techniques. Vitality +1, leg strength +1, leg dexterity +1, leg technique proficiency +1. Coach Guo is shocked. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. The teammates are also shocked. How is it possible to learn it after seeing it just once? Coach Guo's eyes are full of me. He must be a 1 in 10,000 martial arts prodigy. At night, Mom calls me to come eat. I rush over with my bowl. What are we eating tonight, Mom? Mom looks proud. Of course it's the Ghost Shadow Squid you've been thinking about. A dish with excellent color, aroma, and taste is brought to the table. I take a sniff. This smells amazing. Then I take a bite without hesitation. A notification pops up. You have devoured a trace of Ghost Shadow Squid life essence. Ghost Shadow Squid Codex 3.01%. I freeze. So eating directly also allows devouring? If I'd known, I wouldn't have needed to touch it earlier. Then the TV broadcasts news. Genius Girl shocks the nation. At only 14 years old, she successfully fuses with Energy Star, becoming the youngest cyborg in history. When energy is activated, she can easily lift a 2,000-kilogram off-road vehicle with one hand, sprint 100 meters in only 3 seconds, and vertically jump 8 meters from standing position. I ponder whether the Kyoto prodigy from back then or today's Genius Girl is stronger. Who is truly more powerful between gene fusers and cyborgs? Then another news report. Heartbreaking. Security Captain He Chunshan tragically died at 11 last night in his office. According to surveillance, he died in the jaws of a giant mutant rat that infiltrated the security station. My expression darkens. Could it be that type of giant rat from last night? I increasingly feel the urgency of improving my strength. After intensifying my training, my 100-meter sprint reaches 4.61 seconds. Vertical jump also reaches 5.51 meters. My hands can lift about 1,000 kilograms. I haven't neglected martial arts training either, hoping to improve my strength as quickly as possible, preparing to participate in martial arts competitions. The next morning, I prepare to go to the gymnasium to continue learning new martial arts knowledge and practice. Out of curiosity, Chinghan comes along with me. Then a senior girl suddenly appears in front of me. Zikin, you haven't eaten breakfast yet, right? I brought you milk. It's fresh milk. I pull Chinghan along and walk away. No need, but thank you for your kindness. This scene is witnessed by a lovesick senior. Damn it. This This kid not only took my championship at the sports meet, but now he's rejecting my goddess's gift, so he blocks my way. Do you have any manners? If you don't want to drink it, you could accept it and give it to someone else like me. Why do you have to hurt someone's feelings? I'm speechless. Wouldn't that be even more rude? The lovesick senior gets even angrier. Then drink it. Not drinking means not giving face. Not giving face means being rude. After saying this, he even issues a challenge to me. Lin Zikin, do you dare to spar with me? If I lose, I'll never nag you again. If I win, you drink all the milk. Achievement: in formal competitive settings, eliminate a cumulative 1,000 different opponents using the most primitive biological methods. Reward: obtain biological trait survival of the fittest. Cumulative opponents eliminated. 0 out of 1,000. I smile. After waiting so long, I've finally received this 4th achievement task. I look at the lovesick senior. All right, then let's have a match. After class, we head to the gymnasium for a sparring match witnessed by teachers and students. A ponytailed girl blushes and shouts, "Zikin, I'll cheer for you later." Even the senior who delivers milk takes out her phone saying, "Go Zikin, I'll capture lots of great photos of you." The senior grits his teeth. Does everyone think I'll lose? I just want to bully this genius junior before he fully develops and crush him while I still can. Over the past month, this kid's talent exploded, and he progressed at lightning speed. If I don't act now, I'll lose my chance to show off. I urge him, I still need to go home for dinner. Can we make this quick? Fine, I'll grant your wish. The teacher raises his hand. Remember, friendship first, competition second. Begin. The senior suddenly shouts, "Wait a moment." Then he says with superiority, "You've only been on the team for a month. I've been here nearly 2 years. For fairness, I'll let you have 3 free moves." The moment he finishes speaking, I already charge to his front. Fine, as you wish. I swing my fist. The senior instantly goes flying. After landing, the senior is already foaming at the mouth. Coach Guo's jaw drops. What? 1 punch? The students present all look shocked. Holy crap, this is too ridiculous. It's already over? Chingan waves from below. He won! Zikin won! The 2 seniors also jump excitedly. So cool, Zikin. You have defeated a rival and successfully won the hearts of the opposite sex, gaining mating priority. Rivals eliminated, 1 out of 1,000. Thinking about how I still need to eliminate 999 more rivals to unlock the survival of the fittest attribute, I turn to look at the seniors nearby. Everyone, how about we take this opportunity to spar together? The seniors shudder at these words, then immediately find various excuses to slip away. At this moment, the senior has gotten up. I don't accept this. You ambush me, kid. If we go again, I'll definitely crush you. But Coach Guo says, Zhang Kai, you must honor your bet. Whether Zikin's punch was luck or overwhelming strength, we'll know once Xiao Lizi verifies it. Xiao Lizi, you're up. Xiao Lizi, who is just about to slip away, gets startled. Then Xiao Lizi assumes his stance and stands opposite me. No offense, Junior. Please don't hit the face, okay? 10 minutes later, seniors lie all over the floor. To avoid being too exaggerated, I deliberately exchanged moves with them before taking them down. But the system only recorded defeating Zhang Kai. After the other seniors were defeated, the elimination count did not increase. So sparring is useless. It must be direct defeat? At this moment, Coach Guo heavily pats my shoulder. Genius Zikin, you're truly a genius. You only joined the martial arts team a month ago and already became our ace. In this year's district martial arts competition, Shanghai Middle School will surely defeat the other schools and take first place in the district. Right, participating in martial arts competitions. Won't that let me directly defeat many opponents? As long as I successfully defeat opponents in matches, it will definitely advance the achievement task progress. At this moment, the senior suddenly shouts at me, Lin Zikin! I, Zhang Kai, honor my bet. Even if you ride on my head and take a dump in the future, I absolutely won't complain. Everyone shows disgust at these words. Before he finishes speaking, everyone runs away in a flash. In the following days, to get into the martial arts class, Shen Qing'an also starts training with me. After jogging 3 kilometers, I arrange for her to practice martial arts techniques for 1 hour to improve her hand-to-hand combat skills. Then I arrange for her to do sit-ups and push-ups to improve her strength and physical resilience. Finally, after each training session, I help her stretch and relax her muscles. As for me, to prepare for the upcoming martial arts competition, I engage in double training. To unlock the survival of the fittest attribute as soon as possible, I'm going all out. Time passes quickly. 1 month later, the day of the martial arts competition finally arrives. Today is the day of our middle school martial arts competition. Unfortunately, we drew the strongest group, Shanghai No. 1 Middle School. The team members' faces look grim after learning this. I heard No. 1 has someone who can run the 100-meter sprint in under 9 seconds this year. We're definitely going to get crushed. But at this moment, I step forward voluntarily. Coach Guo, I want to go first. Coach Guo readily agrees upon hearing this. Alright then Zikin, you'll go first. Afterwards, Qinghan and Coach Guo cheer for me from below the stage. I warm up on the stage. With a thud on stage, my opponent appears. He's a tall guy, at least 1.9 meters tall. I silently complain, what the hell, is this really a middle schooler? Then I hear him say, Little Junior, I saw your information on the roster. Only in 7th grade and already standing on the 8 schools tournament stage. You're quite talented, but this place isn't where a little shorty under 1.7 meters tall should be. I'll let you experience what the gap in physique and strength means, with the referee's call to begin the match. The tall guy charges at me first. He swings a punch at me, but I easily dodge it. Taking this chance, I lightly slap his chest with my palm. A shocking scene unfolds before everyone. His entire body flies backward. He doesn't stop until he flies out of the competition area. The referee immediately announces, Lin Zikin wins! Qing'an cheers from below. Zikin, you're amazing! The team members also shout loudly, Zikin is incredible! The opposing coach points at the big guy and scolds, Footwork! Footwork! How many times have I told you? On stage, don't just charge recklessly. Use your footwork. Why don't you listen? You have successfully defeated a rival. Competition ranking improved. Rivals eliminated, 2 out of 1,000. Indeed, defeating opponents in highly competitive matches advances the achievement task progress bar. The opposing coach looks at a team member. Chen Feng, you're up this round. Defeat that 7th grader as quickly as possible. Understood, coach. Then the team member named Chen Feng enters the stage. With the referee's call to begin, Chen Feng rushes over with a whip kick aimed at my head. I duck to dodge, then strike out with my palm. Chen Feng directly spins and flies out. Finally, he even lands face down on the ground. A stretcher immediately carries him away. Quick, send him to the hospital for a checkup. Looks like he hit his head. Audience members who didn't see my move clearly voiced their doubts. What's going on? How is that Shanghai middle school student so lucky? Yeah, the last opponent lost by charging out of the ring himself. And this one too. This is rigged. Refund. The opposing coach holds his head with both hands. No, this isn't luck. This 7th grader from Shanghai Middle School has real strength. He looks at the ace team member beside him. Gao Fei, you're up for the next match. Focus on defense. Don't attack proactively. You absolutely cannot lose. Gao Fei walks onto the stage with a composed expression. Don't worry, coach. I'll win. After taking the stage, he assumes his stance with a strategy in mind. Lin Zikin's body isn't particularly strong. He's just more agile and knows how to use clever tactics in duels, which is why he wins so easily. But I can run the 100-meter sprint in just 9 seconds and have richer combat experience than him. As long as I take the upcoming duel seriously, there's no reason I should lose. The audience also starts discussing. I heard this Gao Fei from number 1 can run the 100-meter sprint in under 9 seconds. That's too ridiculous. He's clearly still a middle schooler. His father is a gene fuser. As his offspring, Gao Fei's physical quality definitely far exceeds ordinary people. The referee just announces the match has begun. Gao Fei swiftly arrives in front of me. He uses his strongest fist technique, the flowing water rock-shattering fist. The coach shouts from below. Gao Fei, what are you doing? I told you to focus on defense. Why are you attacking? Gao Fei responds inwardly. Defense? As a genius, I don't need it at all. Meanwhile, I keep dodging without striking back. This fist technique is quite interesting. Let me observe and learn it first. Moments later, Gao Fei is already panting. Why can't I hit him at all? Then he stops and asks, how can you dodge my attacks? This isn't scientific. I speak up. Do you have other moves? Use them all. Gao Fei thinks I'm taunting him and unleashes an even fiercer barrage of fist strikes. Seeing it's still the same fist technique, I no longer hold back. I kick him in the abdomen. Gao Fei instantly flies out. The entire audience is stunned. Meanwhile, our side erupts in cheers. Awesome! Zikin took down 3 in a row. Brilliant, Zikin. Winning effortlessly feels so good. The following opponents are all weaker than before and are all defeated by me with 1 strike. Soon, all 5 members from Shanghai No. 1 Middle School are taken care of by me. Over the next 2 days, I single-handedly defeat the other 2 schools as well. In the end, I successfully lead Shanghai Middle School to win the 8 schools tournament championship. The rivals I've eliminated have now reached 16. I still need to defeat 984 different opponents to complete the survival of the fittest achievement. This will probably have to be measured in years. Although the task cannot be completed in the short term, Coach Guo gave me a full 20,000 yuan in prize money from this competition. Adding the prize money from various academic competitions I participated in before, I now have 30,000 yuan in hand. But these 30,000 yuan are quickly spent on buying Ghost Shadow Squid. Eating 30 jin of Ghost Shadow Squid meat in succession raises my Ghost Shadow Squid catalog unlock progress to 33%. By 8th grade, I successfully break through from ordinary tier 3 to ordinary tier 4. Now I can easily lift 1,090 kilograms with one hand, vertically jump 5.65 meters from a standing position, and run the 100-meter sprint in just 4.49 seconds. Time flies. Shen Qinghan and I smoothly graduate from the middle school division of Shanghai Middle School. Soon the high school entrance exam results come out, but Qinghan looks dejected. Zikin, you're first in both liberal arts and martial arts in the entire district. Although my liberal arts score is decent, my martial arts score doesn't meet the admission cutoff for Shanghai Middle School's elite martial arts class. We won't be able to attend the same high school anymore, will we? I wipe away her tears and comfort her. Don't worry. The principal of Shanghai High School said he wants to visit my home later. Come meet him with me. Qing'an cries even harder. The principal is definitely coming to invite you to stay in Shanghai High School's elite martial arts class. This has nothing to do with me at all. Why should I go? I pull her along. Don't worry, I'll stay at Shanghai High School. My only condition is that you must be my desk mate. Soon after, the principal of Shanghai High School discusses with us at home for an hour, essentially expressing his hope that I will continue studying at Shanghai High School. Before leaving, the principal looks at me. As long as you agree to continue studying at Shanghai High School, you can tell me directly whatever ideas you have. I quickly pulled Qinghan to my side. Thank you, principal. I only have one idea, which is that I hope student Shen Qinghan can continue to be in the same class with me. The principal leans over and looks at Shen Qinghan. Student Shen Qinghan, right? When school starts, just come register at Shanghai High School together with student Lin Zikin. Before leaving, the principal makes an okay gesture. We both quickly express our thanks. Thank you, principal. After choosing the high school, I welcome the final middle school martial arts competition. Without any surprise, I continue to easily help Shanghai Middle School win the championship. After receiving the prize money, I come to a dense forest. At this point, I'm only 20% away from unlocking the Ghost Shadow Squid catalog. Because I don't know what uncontrollable situations might occur when unlocking the catalog, I specifically came to the mountain forest around Shanghai City. I begin devouring. I have devoured a large amount of Ghost Shadow Squid Life Essence. Ghost Shadow Squid catalog, 100%. You have successfully unlocked the Ghost Shadow Squid catalog. Obtained biological attribute Water Affinity. Water Affinity greatly enhances your affinity with water, allowing you to move freely in water, coming and going without a trace. After reading the effect, I feel somewhat disappointed. Why does this water affinity effect feel somewhat useless? I immediately test it in a nearby pond and find that after prolonged soaking in water, my skin doesn't wrinkle like before. When swimming, I can clearly feel that water resistance is much reduced. But aside from this, there are no other effects. However, thinking about it, this is normal. Ghost Shadow Squid is a low-level alien beast without even a bit of gene fusion value. To obtain better biological attributes, I'll just slowly save money to buy them in the future. Sooner or later, I'll have them. Or when my strength becomes greater, I can hunt wild alien beasts to devour, such as those giant alien beasts. Later, a week before school starts, Mom and Shen Qinghan's family discuss traveling together. To better research water affinity, I suggest going to the seaside. This is also Shen Qinghan's first time coming to the seaside. Standing in the water, she only feels the seawater is very cold. Meanwhile, I start swimming. While swimming, my various attributes also also improve. Shen Qinghan looks at me and shouts, Zikan, don't just swim by yourself. Come teach me how to swim. Shen Qinghan seems unable to swim yet. I can indeed teach her. So I begin teaching patiently. However, because Shen Qinghan's athletic talent is average, I think she most likely won't be able to learn swimming. As a result, I'm immediately proven wrong. Unexpectedly, she learns swimming as soon as she starts. Then she buries her head in the water. She discovers with surprise that her eyes not only don't feel uncomfortable but can also see things clearly underwater. The next second, she emerges from the water, startling me. Qinghan says excitedly, Wow, Zikan, I'm so amazing. I always heard people say it's very hard to open your eyes in the sea and it stings badly, but I don't feel uncomfortable at all. It even feels cool and comfortable. Watching Qinghan, who learns swimming so quickly, I fall into thought. Even if Shen Qinghan has good water skills, it's impossible for her to learn swimming so instantly. This is too abnormal, right? Could it be because of that? Could the reason Shen Qinghan has been wetting the bed all along be because she has a natural affinity with water? Perhaps only this explanation makes sense. This is incredible. Maybe Shen Qinghan in her past life had a special cultivation physique from cultivation novels. This is too amazing. It's way better than my broken system that still requires me to train myself. Next, I dive underwater together with Shen Qinghan. But her performance surprises me. We've been holding our breath underwater for over 10 minutes. Never mind that she's a beginner, even for trained people, this duration is impressive. But just at this moment, an accident happens. Shen Qinghan suddenly hears strange sounds in the water. This frightens her so much that she hurriedly swims toward the surface. After surfacing, I look at her and ask, What happened? Why did you suddenly become so nervous? She says with lingering fear. Just now, strange sounds kept coming to my ears. So strange they were somewhat horrifying. I ask what kind of sounds. She answers, I couldn't understand them. Maybe it's a language I don't know. I only know it was a female voice. The sound was very real, constantly echoing in my ears until it disappeared after I surfaced. Afterwards, we return to the hotel. After coming back, I search on my phone but can't find out what Shen Qinghan is talking about. But I can't sleep because of this, so I simply start training. You did 1,000 weighted sit-ups. Vitality increased by 2,000. Abdominal muscle strength increased by 2,000. Sit-up proficiency increased by 1,000%. Your biological level has increased to ordinary tier 5. I didn't expect such a pleasant surprise. Ordinary tier 5 is a biological level that can contend with adult giant mutant rats. I immediately gain confidence. It seems that continuing to train, tearing apart mutant rats with my bare hands is not impossible. After advancing, I find a deserted beach to test. Now I can run the 100-meter sprint in just 3.64 seconds. My vertical jump reaches 6.98 meters. I can lift a car weighing around 1,600 kilograms with one hand. Compared to when I just broke through to ordinary tier 4, the improvement in stats is very considerable. With this gain, Shen Qinghan and I together begin our high school careers. Due to my excellent grades, I attract the attention of many girls as soon as I enroll. Is that student Zikan? He's so handsome in person. Student Zikan has duty on the same day as us. So lucky. Indeed, very lucky. I didn't expect that my duty day would trigger a new task. Achievement, under the premise of multi-person cooperation, cumulatively complete tasks 1,000 times. Reward, obtain biological attribute social animal. Task completed, 1 out of 1,000. I wonder what effect this social animal attribute will have. It's quite anticipated. Since there aren't many things happening at the start of school, I take the opportunity to come to the supermarket again. After all, Ghost Shadow Squid has been unlocked. Next, I need to determine a new target. At this moment, I suddenly see a type of alien beast meat. This is Violent Eagle, only 1,998 yuan per jin. I show a smile. I'll choose this. Turns out this isn't ordinary meat, but the meat of the alien beast Violent Eagle. The Violent Eagle's vision is particularly excellent, reaching 30 times that of ordinary people. So its hunting ability is also extremely strong. It can precisely capture even alien rabbits that have almost become afterimages. I look at the eagle meat in my hand. If vision improves, it can also greatly enhance a person's combat power. This Violent Eagle is undoubtedly worth devouring. Secondly, it's also the second cheapest in price. As I place my hand on the eagle meat, I have devoured a trace of Violent Eagle life essence. Violent Eagle catalog 1%. Then I calculate. 1 jin of meat can increase the catalog unlock progress by 1%. This works out to needing over 200,000 yuan to unlock the Violent Eagle catalog. It seems in high school, I need to work harder to compete and save money. Fortunately, high school martial arts competition prize money is much higher than middle school. I clench my fist with tears in my eyes. I'll strive to light up this Violent Eagle catalog before the second year of high school. First day of the new semester. The homeroom teacher and subject teachers come to the classroom for self-introductions. Hello everyone, I'm Han Yuan Feng, the martial arts cultivation course teacher, and also your homeroom teacher. Hello everyone, I'm Kai Yuan Fei, the mechanical modification course teacher. Hello everyone, I'm Chung Bei, the wilderness survival course teacher. Hello everyone, I'm Yu Theran, the gene fusion course teacher. Then comes the students' self-introductions. Hello everyone, I'm Chu Yuxi. My specialty is music, chess, calligraphy, and painting. I'm Zhang Yijia. I like watching anime and doing cosplay. I'm Peng Huguang. I like reading manga and usually enjoy staying home playing video games when I have nothing to do. Soon it becomes Shen Qinghan's turn for self-introduction. Being watched by so many people, Shen Qinghan becomes extremely nervous. Hello everyone, I'm Shen Qinghan. I usually like drawing and please take care of me from now on. Meanwhile, my self-introduction is probably the shortest in the class. Hello everyone, I'm Lin Zikan. Please take care of me from now on. After the whole class finishes introductions, the bell for class dismissal rings. Qinghan, what was your high school entrance exam score? Shen Qinghan looks over at a twin-tailed girl beside her who is asking. Shen Qinghan politely answers, I scored 709 points. How about you, Chu Xin? Chu Xin's eyes light up. Impressive. More than 10 points higher than me. I only scored 698. She continues asking, what was your physical test score? I underperformed during the exam and only scored 95. I did so poorly. This makes Shen Qinghan embarrassed. The physical test is out of 100 points. Scoring 95 already makes one among the top students. I only scored 79 on the physical test, still 11 points away from the elite class admission cutoff. This score is completely unspeakable. So she can only stammer back, I didn't do as well as you. Chu Xin pursues relentlessly. Then what score did you get? 94 or 93? Shen Qinghan's voice drops even lower. Even lower than that. Chu Xin continues pressing. 92, 91, or 90? I slap my hand on the desk, unable able to watch anymore. I deliberately lean closer to Chu Xin and say, can I add your contact? Chu Xin's face immediately turns red. The handsome guy is actually asking to add my contact. What amazing luck today. She hurriedly says, yes, I'll scan you. Xin Qinghan looks at me with gratitude. Fortunately, Z can help me out of this situation. If she kept asking, I wouldn't know how to answer. Too embarrassing. Then I look at another male student, He Yu. Let's also add contacts. Sure, you can scan me. After adding friends, I conveniently create a 4-person group. You have successfully created a 4-person team, meeting the standard for multi-person cooperation to complete tasks. Tasks completed, 2 out of 1,000. I'm quite surprised. I didn't expect this would complete one multi-person cooperation task. Then isn't this achievement task incredibly easy? After creating the group, the 4 of us become more familiar with each other. He Yu is from neighboring Nangguan City. His family has run martial arts schools for generations. He's a young master from a martial arts family. Li Chuxin's family owns clothing stores with several branches in the district. She's definitely a little rich girl. Shen Qing'an and I also introduce our respective situations to everyone. Soon, the 4 of us become a tight-knit group that talks about everything. Just as we're about to run out of topics, He Yu throws out an intriguing topic. Guess who's the strongest in the class? You definitely can't guess. Li Chuxin points at me. I guess Zikan is the most capable. He's our district's top exam scorer. He Yu startles. Holy crap, Zikan, you're actually that incredible? Then he continues, but the district top scorer might still fall short. You might not believe this, but our class has 2 formidable people whom the principal recruited from Nangguan City at great expense. That boy named Wang Shuji in the 3rd row on the left by the window, he's Nangguan City's 3rd ranked exam scorer. His 100-meter time is 7.98 seconds. And that big guy named Lu Gang sitting in the last row on the far right. He has natural divine strength and can easily lift 300 kilograms with one hand. Shen Qinghan responds with impressed awe. Wow, that's so amazing. Li Chuxin covers her mouth. Oh my goodness, is this real or fake? I exhale. Hearing this, I feel relieved. 100 meters in 7.98 seconds and 300 kilograms. These 2 figures were my elementary school level. The class bell rings again quickly. Next comes the textbook distribution. There are just 4 books: Martial Arts Cultivation, Gene Fusion, Mechanical Modification, and Wilderness Survival, corresponding to the 4 main courses. Since I self-studied all 4 books when I was young, during free activity time, I find a secluded place to train. After all, the rat god cult threat still exists. The police have so far only caught 1 cultist, but the rat king hasn't even shown a shadow until now. So I must strive to advance to tier 6 or above. Then, even if I encounter mutant rats, I can contend with them. The first practical class in the afternoon is Wilderness Survival. The teacher points at a pile of wood and asks, does anyone know how to start fire by friction? He Yu complains, this skill is basically useless normally. Who would bother learning it? The next second, Wang Shuji and Lu Gang start drilling wood. He Yu freezes awkwardly on the spot. The teacher shows a smile. What's going on? How are you 2 so capable? You even know how to start fire by friction. Lu Gang's mouth curves upward. Teacher, when I was in middle school, I took an extracurricular class during summer vacation to learn this. Wang Shuji looks full of pride. I learned it online by myself when I was in elementary school. Then the others begin practicing on their own. I quickly teach my group members the small tricks of starting fire by friction. Afterwards comes martial arts cultivation class. Today I'll teach everyone a special breathing cultivation method. The teacher just finishes speaking when the Nangguan duo starts showing off again. Although it's somewhat comical, they indeed accomplish it. Although I already knew this knowledge long ago, maintaining a low profile is my habit. Before I know it, over a month passes and the time for monthly exams arrives. The homeroom teacher adjusts his glasses. For this exam, I've set up rewards. First place receives 888 yuan cash, second place receives 666 yuan cash, and third place receives 333 yuan cash. I immediately perk up. There's actually cash prizes, and first place is actually 888 yuan. This reward is truly generous. It's almost enough to buy half a gin of violent eagle meat. The exam begins. Because there are rewards, everyone naturally puts full effort into answering questions. Over an hour later, the exam ends. Coincidentally, Gene Fusion teacher Lu Darren also arranges an exam with identical rewards. After 2 exams, He Yu has already wilted. Other students start discussing. Damn, why was it so difficult? It even asked me what the energy wavelength of laser cannons is. How would I memorize that? What's the point of memorizing it anyway? Exactly. The test was too difficult and too obscure. That last problem was the most ridiculous. It asked about the relationship between the reverse airflow device and atmospheric pressure, and made us calculate specific values. What the heck, so many decimal points? How can anyone calculate that? Sigh, I originally hoped to score 90. Now I'll be laughing if I can pass with 60. Just as everyone complains about how difficult the questions were, the Nangguan show-off duo starts their mutual flattery again. Wang Shuji asks first, Lu Gang, that test paper was indeed somewhat difficult. How did you do? Lu Gang smirks. Probably 95. I only didn't know the last question. Same here. Just didn't know the last sub-question. I estimate I also scored 95. After hearing this, He Yu can barely hold back. Damn, humble bragging again. Will they die if they don't show off? I really want to punch them. The mechanical modification test scores are announced first. Guo Yanling, 52. Shen Qinghan, 61. Shen Qinghan happily turns around. Zixin, I passed. I smile. Definitely. Hard work pays off. You deserve it. He Yu, 88. The whole class immediately exclaims, wow, He Yu, you're so capable. He Yu sits extremely upright at this moment, but inwardly he's extremely pleased. Team members, once I get the third place 333 yuan, I'll treat everyone to a good meal. But the teacher's next words pour cold water on him. Lu Gang, 95. Wang Shuji, 95. Impressive. You two only missed the last question to get everything correct. Wang Shuji says proudly, teacher, the last question had quite a lot of calculation. Just give me 10 more minutes, and I could definitely calculate the answer. Lu Gang grins. Same here. He Yu instantly becomes unhappy. Curse it. They showed off again. But anyway, third place should still be mine. But the teacher's next words extinguish his hope. This exam was very difficult, but you might not believe this. Someone in our class scored full marks. Lin Zikin, 100%. The most shocked are still the show-off duo, 100, actually scored 100? How was this even achieved? Ridiculous. Too ridiculous, Hiyu exclaims inwardly. Holy crap, Lin Zikin is this strong? Xinghan looks at me. Zikin is so capable. Li Chuxin pumps her fist. Glory to Shanhai! Meanwhile, I raise my hand and ask, Teacher, when can the first place 888 yuan prize be distributed? The teacher answers, don't worry, I'll send the prize money as a personal red envelope to the class group. Next comes the Gene Fusion exam results announcement. Nangguan duo, Lu Gang scored 81, Wang Shuji scored 83. For an exam where most students failed, barely passing the excellent line is already very impressive. However, the two are clearly unsatisfied with this result that doesn't allow them to show off. Meanwhile, Shen Qingyan scores 78, a grade that ranks in the top 5. As for me, I steadily score full marks and continue to pocket the prize money. Hiyu, Wang Shuji, and Lu Gang receive quite a blow once again. The Nangguan duo simultaneously raise their hands in doubt. This test paper is so difficult. How is it possible to score full marks? I think maybe someone knew the answers in advance. The teacher immediately denies this. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. All the questions on this test paper were designed by me. The answers can't be found online at all. There's no way to cheat. Only then do the Nangguan duo have nothing more to say. Next comes the afternoon wilderness survival class exam. The exam rewards are consistent with other subjects. The exam content mainly consists of 3 items: rock climbing plus tree climbing, swimming, and fire starting by friction. Wang Shuji says to Lu Gang, we didn't outscore him in the 2 theory exams this morning. For this afternoon's wilderness survival and martial arts cultivation, we must regain our ground. Lu Gang clenches his fist. You don't need to say more about this. I'll definitely give my all to crush him later and wash away our earlier shame. Soon the exam begins. The first test is rock climbing. Results are determined by climbing speed. I leave the Nangguan duo far behind to take first place. Next is the tree climbing competition. As expected, the Nangguan duo are still left behind by me. Wang Shuji despairs. No way. This Lin Zikin is too exaggerated. I already gave my all, Lu Gang shouts inwardly. Curse it, I can't even see his shadow. But at this moment, I'm more concerned about Shen Qingyan. Right now she hasn't even completed rock climbing and unsurprisingly takes last place. In the next fire starting by friction segment, for the prize money, I can only continue to dampen the Nangguan duo's spirits. I complete the fire starting in 58 seconds. I clearly remember during the fire starting class before, he wasn't this fast. How is this Lin Zikin fast at everything? This hand speed is too heaven-defying. Swimming is the last item. This time Shen Qingyan also crushes the Nangguan duo, likely adding to their psychological blow. Lin Zikin being fast, I can understand, but how did the Shen Qingyan suddenly explode? Impossible. It must be that I'm too nervous, so I'm having hallucinations. After the wilderness survival exam ends, Wang Shuji and Lu Gang become particularly quiet and don't speak again for a long while. Next comes the martial arts test. The examination method is sparring on stage. This reignites the Nangguan duo's hope for showing off. So what if competing and being proficient in wilderness survival techniques? What the martial arts class values most is the martial aspect, comparing physical fitness and martial arts techniques. If martial arts strength is lacking, other good results are all just empty show. In martial arts sparring, I must reclaim the lost first place. Before the sparring begins, the teacher first arranges a physical test for the class as a warm-up exercise before sparring. The warm-up test measures 3 data points: 100-meter sprint speed, how heavy a barbell can be lifted with one hand, and vertical jump height from a standing position. My 100-meter sprint takes 7.78 seconds. Single-handed lift, 330 kilograms. Standing vertical jump, 2.18 meters. All 3 data points are first place. To avoid being too exaggerated, I don't give my full effort, only performing slightly better than the data Wang Shuji and Lu Gang measured, but this still stuns them. 100-meter sprint faster than me, yet his high school entrance exam result was only district top scorer? This isn't scientific at all. Strength greater than mine, yet Lin Zikin's body doesn't even look muscular. Could it be his body hadn't developed yet during the entrance exam? But then they encourage each other. Lu Gang, don't panic. Losing the physical test doesn't mean losing the sparring. Actual combat doesn't only look at physical fitness, but also martial arts techniques. We have a chance, you're right. Losing the physical test doesn't mean losing the sparring. Our martial arts techniques far exceed our peers. We still have a chance. After the physical test, everyone moves to the arena to begin sparring. To complete the survival of the fittest achievement as quickly as possible, I'm first to step onto the sparring platform. However, because my physical test data is impressive, no one dares to come up on stage. The Nangguan duo also choose to wait and observe. Seeing this situation, the teacher has no choice but to call names. Lu Wei, go up and spar with Zishin. Lu Wei is dumbfounded, but still nervously steps onto the stage. To save time, I can only make this quick. One punch and the opponent is taken care of. Moreover, to finish everyone in the class before class ends, I can only accelerate and defeat opponents instantly. I don't even show mercy to female classmates. At this moment, the Nangguan duo have already been stunned into disbelief. No way. Is this Lin Zikin this strong? I suspect this guy didn't even give his full effort during the physical test. How can anyone else even compete? At this moment, Hiyu voluntarily jumps onto another arena. He points at Lu Gang. Lu Gang! I finished warming up. I'm now at my body's peak state. Do you dare come up and fight me? Lu Gang responds and jumps onto the stage, secretly delighted. If he doesn't challenge me, I'd have to go fight Lin Zikin. If I'm not confident about beating Lin Zikin, could I not be confident about beating you? Then Hiyu charges toward Lu Gang. He unleashes a flurry of punches and kicks on Lu Gang. Lu Gang receives them all. At this moment, Lu Gang finds an opportunity and grabs Hiyu's leg. Then he swings Hiyu into the air with both hands. Then with a forceful throw, Hiyu flies out of the arena. Lu Gang says smugly, "Among the people who fought me, your physical technique is the most formidable. In terms of physical technique, I acknowledge you as the strongest in the class. Unfortunately, my skills are still superior. Seeing this, I jump over from the other arena. Perfect chance to add one more to my progress. Otherwise, no one dares come on stage. I say to Lu Gang, come, let's spar." Lu Gang forces a smile at the corner of his mouth. "Bring it on, who's afraid of who?" Then he charges over first. "Take this move." Lu Gang uses the technique of a former acquaintance, but just as he's about to reach me, I sidestep to dodge. Holy crap, so fast. Then I follow up with a punch punch and Lu Gang is knocked off the arena by me. At this moment, someone below the stage heckles, Wang Shuji, your brother Lu Gang was beaten so badly. Aren't you going up to avenge him? Exactly. The glory of Nangguan City's top students needs you to defend it. Wang Shuji, don't be a coward. Go up. Wang Shuji jumps onto the stage and shouts, what are you yelling about? I was already planning to go up. All of you shut up. What's meant to come will come. I will definitely find a way to defeat him. At this moment, I stand like a great mountain before Wang Shuji. After Wang Shuji steps onto the stage, he launches his attack under immense pressure, but I catch his incoming fist with one hand, then strike him with a single punch. Wang Shuji collapses to the ground, foaming at the mouth and unable to continue fighting. Next, I proceed to defeat the other male students in the class one by one, according to the survival of the fittest mission rules. Defeating the same opponent multiple times only counts once. This means I can only spar with female students next. Just as I wonder whether any girls will volunteer, the girls below the stage are already looking excited. Some of them can barely contain their eagerness. A bold female classmate raises her hand first. Zikin, I challenge you! She flips onto the stage and lunges straight at me. Fortunately, I dodge quickly and tap her back with my palm as she passes. The girl lies on the ground, not angry at all but rather disappointed. Such a pity, I almost got to hug him. To my surprise, the other girls also volunteer to challenge me one after another. Of course, I hold back when fighting the girls, mainly to complete the mission quickly. Soon all the girls have had their turn, but I am still far from completing the task. I feel slightly disappointed, but then the teacher announces good news. In 1 month, our class will challenge the strongest regular class from the second year. Just when I am worried about how to advance my survival of the fittest progress bar quickly, this competition comes at the perfect time. The bell rings for the end of class. As Lu Gang passes by, he makes a declaration. I was worried Shanghai Middle School would have no worthy opponents. Seems I underestimated this place. From now on, you are my sworn rival for the next 3 years. Wang Shuji follows up. Lin Zikin, losing today does not mean I will lose in the future. I will definitely redeem myself before graduation, but I am not really listening to them at all. I am thinking about how I earned over 3,000 in scholarship money